thank you. Mr. Speaker, you know, there is no one more so than the leader of the Conservative Party that both inside the House and outside the House tries to portray a false impression that Canada is broken, Mr. Speaker. The reality is Canada is the best country in the world to call home. We can do a worldwide tour where you will see that whether it's interest rates, whether it's inflation rates, that Canada is virtually second to no other G7 country. And when you think of things like foreign investment, we are third in the entire world in 2023, Mr. Speaker. To the leader of the Conservative Party, Canada is not, in fact, broken. And I would remind him that he sat around a cabinet table with Stephen Harper, where Canadians sent a very resounding message back in 2015, where a third party took over as the government of the day because his government back then was such a disaster.
You've been in power for almost 10 years, dude.
Mr. Speaker, everything is broken today. Absolutely everything. And 70% plus Canadians agree with me on that. The borders are broken. We have 500,000 people here illegally, according to the government's own documents. The immigration system is broken. We now have refugee camps, something we only used to see in third world countries that are being set up across our country in formerly tranquil and peaceful suburbs. Our drugs and disorder have broken our communities. We've lost more people to drug overdoses in the last 9 years than died fighting for Canada in the Second World War. Absolutely everything is broken after 9 years of this pathetic Prime Minister who's right now hiding under his desk.
Hear, hear.
Here, hiding under his desk.
The honourable member from Vancouver, Kingsway.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, I agree with a lot of what my honourable colleague said in terms of his description of how difficult it is for many Canadians. I don't know that I would say everything's broken, but I'll tell you a lot of people are broke. A lot of families are struggling. 50% of Canadians living paycheck to paycheck. 1 out of 4 parents are skipping meals to feed their children. So my question is to my honourable colleague, the NDP proposed giving those people an immediate cut by permanently removing the GST off life's essentials like home heating, on all grocery items, on cellular and internet bills, on diapers. But he voted against that. So if he thinks everything's broken and he truly believes that people are struggling right now, why did he vote against the NDP motion that would have given people an immediate 5% break on life's essentials?
That's right.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
I find it incredible that even when there is no Liberal minister willing to defend the temporary 2-month GST tax trick, the NDP is there to defend it for them. Here we have a tax trick that will cost more to administer than it will save anybody, that many vendors are not even implementing, and that will be gone before it starts. And you have the NDP talking, but this is the NDP. That member has
Mr. Speaker.
The honourable member from Vancouver, Kingsway, who had the opportunity to ask a question, to please hold the microphone, hold his place until he's recognized by the Speaker again to speak. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
The member wants me to tell the truth about the permanent tax change. Well, there is a permanent tax change he has supported, which is to jack up the carbon tax on absolutely everything. He's voted to quadruple that tax to a eye-watering 61 cents a litre that would literally grind our economy to a halt. It would take food off grocery shelves. It would take parts out of factories. It would shut down the farm vehicles that bring us our food. It would be a nuclear winter if that tax increase that he has voted to legislate into place ever happens, and that's why we need a carbon tax election so that I can axe the tax.